Example 22.8 says to expand and evaluate the following sum. So we're provided with some notation here that's the summation notation or sigma notation, and it's our job to then determine what the expanded sum would look like and then ultimately go through the order of operations and evaluate the sum. So starting with I equals 1. So I have this formula here, 2i squared, which tells me how to create each one of the terms for the summation. So by plugging in 1, I would say 2 times 1 squared. That represents a1. Plus, now let me go to the second term, 2 times 2 squared. a2 plus 2 times 3 squared. This is going to be a3. So this is just like what we did at the beginning of the section where we were trying to write out the first 4 terms of the sequence, except this time we're not just going to list the terms, we're going to add the terms together. This can only be done in a sequence. So let me write out the next few terms. We would have 2 times 4 squared plus 2 times 5 squared plus 2 times 6 squared. And I'm going to stop at 6 because the upper bound of summation is 6. There's no need for me to go any further than that. In fact, that would not be correct. So at this point, I've taken care of the expanding part of the problem. Now on to the evaluating. A1 would become 2. A2 is 8. A3 is 18. A4 is 32. A5 is 50. And A6 will end up being 72. Add them all together. That's the summing part. And you should get a grand total of 182.